Welcome to Atomics on a Friday. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey into the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity, a realm where curiosity, ingenuity, and resilience are the keys to survival. Let us begin.
Paul audio. I'll put you out. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Atomics on a Thursday before a Friday. And we're excited to have you here today, Kostas. Appreciate it. Excited to hear about the CTF even more in details. And we do have the opportunity to give away 5 CTF tickets. Oh, I think it's your audio, sir. I can barely hear you.
Oh, I'm so
there you are.
So sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me, Mike. And
Of course, yeah.
We'll have 5 people that we can give a coupon to, and they can go and check out the labs and the CTF
Sweet.
on Saturday.
Yeah, it's this weekend. Came really quick for us.
Yeah.
We weren't really paying attention on our side. We got it. Paul's in. It's muted.
Okay, now I'm back.
It's like every Zoom call. Can you hear me now?
It's only my non-working laptop that has an issue. Just this one. The one I use for this. Everything else is fine.
This is your dedicated Atomics on a Friday laptop.
Honestly, it's the only time I actually use this laptop. Everything else is done from my phone. I occasionally log onto this.
That's awesome. That's a good way to do it.
Don't use computers, kids. Just stay off them.
Yeah. Go mobile.
Yeah.
All right.
Phones don't get malware.
No, nobody clicks anything evil. Whoa. Killed the slides. Okay.
There we go.
So real quick, since we started yesterday on our promotion, I give you time now to comment and chat on your YouTube or your LinkedIn or Twitch, wherever you're at today. Message in there, and we'll try to find you and pick you if you're one of the 5. So of you who are watching, I'll leave this up to remind you to go do that so that it's there and it's easy. But yeah, that's kind of the quick little piece to get out of the way there. And then, so yeah, Kostas, tell us a little bit more. Yes, we'll find you.
Yeah, about the labs, about the CTF. First of all, hey Paul. We just started doing those CTFs that are based on our labs, and people seem to loving it because it's a nice way of training as well. We have a lot of cases now in the labs, and we thought, how can we create a competition or have an event where people can just join in and just go through the labs and make it fun. And this is what we came up with. And we have other things that we're planning to do in the future as well. But we started doing the labs, and this is going well at the moment. The CTF based on our labs. And yeah, I want to go ahead and maybe show a little bit about the labs, because the CTF is based on our labs. And if I can, should I share my screen or should I just go over the labs first? How would you like to do this?
Yeah, if it's easy for you to share, I think there's a button. If you want to run through it.
I can go ahead and try to share the...
I'll share the link too, which is basically the same link I shared, but if you go back to the deeperreport.com, store.deeperreport is all the labs, just so it's out there. But yeah, I would love to hear little bit about it. But yeah, there's quite a bit of labs today, which is cool.
Yeah, so this is the page that you shared. This has all the labs that we have at the moment. And we have categorized them in easy, medium, hard labs. And the CTF, with the CTF, you get access to you will get access to one of the one of the labs that we have. At the moment, the lab that you will be getting access in the CTF is not here at the moment. We will release it after the CTF, so people can't just go get the lab and be ready, know everything, and go and answer all the questions. So everybody will have the will everybody will be at the same point, regarding knowledge of the intrusion, and that will be an intrusion scenario. Everything that we have, all of our labs, is based on real intrusions. So I think this is what makes this service unique. A lot of the services, and fair enough, it's very hard to have real intrusions. There is so many different issues that comes with data and privacy and things like that. But we have redacted the data and we make them available through these cases. And what people notice is that, well, someone would say, I play CTFs, a lot, and I don't have really, I don't have a problem going through answering questions. I have a very strong investigative skills. I know my way around Windows, Linux, etc. But with this CTF, I just found it a little bit more difficult. I couldn't find the answer straight away, and this is because of how realistic, close to the real world are these networks that we have. It's as with every real environment, there is a lot of noise as well. And trying to identify the malicious activity within that noise makes things a little bit more difficult. But this is what you will encounter in real life as well. So this is why the labs that we offer are very realistic in terms of that. And when you get to play a CTF,
sorry,
no.
So kind of in the mix, it's so as a range in a way, it has lots of activity going on, and all of this feeds into like your choice here of like Elastic or Splunk, and then
exactly.
And as far as like the regular labs go, like an easy lab might be something where it's kind of like a little bit more simpler to find like the artifact or whatnot. And then as it gets harder, it's kind of like finding ADS strings and the item inside it, or more forensic kind of items, or.
Yeah. So what you will get to choose is, as you said, between the two SIEM platforms, Elastic or Splunk.
Yeah.
And this is the access that you will get. And I can go through one of the examples here that I have.
Oh,
cool. So let's pretend I have signed up for the CTF, and it's time now to get access to the platforms. This is what the email that you will receive will look like. You will have the access, the password, and this. Okay, let's go back because I don't want to lose the email. Let's open it in a new tab. So the access to those two pages, one of them is the Splunk. In this case, Elastic. Okay, let's start with Elastic. One of them is the Elastic case that, let's say I signed up for Elastic. I get access to the CTF, and this is what it will look like. A little bit about the case. This is the case that we will actually have over the weekend. A little bit of a summary regarding the case, and some lab information, so people are not lost. This is the affected host. Doesn't mean that this is the only host that you will see on the environment, but we have to narrow it down to the host that people should be concentrating on, investigating the challenges. And we have the available indexes that people can search in the respective platform, and a couple of example queries. So if I just choose to go to see the example query here for the system logs, jumping into the Elastic.
This is the CTF one.
So this is the platform. This is the lab. Sorry, this is the lab. This is the access that you will get in order to investigate the case, and this is how it will look like. You get access to the Elastic. For example, if you chose Elastic, you will go and search through the logs. We have a lot of different indexes here that we mentioned in this page. And when you're ready to answer the questions that we have, you can go to the CTF page and log in, and you will get access to all the challenges. This is a CTFD platform, and it's we customized it, and we created the challenges. The challenges are separated into easy, medium, and hard, and basically we make it a little bit more engaging than the last CTFs that we had, with having 28 challenges in total for this case, and separate them into 3 categories. We also have included the MITRE attack tactic, and we can also see it as a tag. So if we go in one of the challenges here, from the network access logs, identify the IP access that corresponds with the initial compromise. You get the example answer. Some of them easy ones that don't have a cost if you want to unlock a hint. So if you are a junior member, if you're a junior analyst and you don't have a lot of experience in investigating complex cases, you can still go through the hints and some of the easy challenges and answer them. You have 5 attempts, and we try to help people with these hints, direct them towards the right place to find the answer. We say, for example, where to look, etc. But this is how it would look like, and with respect to the platform, we have Windows network memory. We have Sigma roles, which the detections you can go ahead and start looking. But if you don't want to search to query the logs in that way, we can also go in the dashboards that we have. We have dashboards that can possibly help you skim through the noise a little bit. So let's see. This is, for example, the detection alerts dashboard, and people can just go and see what happened, at a certain point in time. If there is an alert that was triggered, maybe that alert will help them. This is a lead, and that will help them with kicking off an investigation around that challenge. And this is how the Elastic platform works. Now I want to show a little bit the Splunk as well, and we're looking into implementing other SIEM platforms in the future as well.
That's cool. It looks so intuitive and easy to kind of burn through, from email to Elastic.
And we had to do some modifications to allow people to seamlessly go through, the different platforms, and it took time, but since we started, the service has improved so much. But this is with everything.
Follow-up question on this. All the information somebody would need is in the SIM platform, right? You wouldn't have to access a box and pull like forensics or anything of that nature. Like everything right in the SIM.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
Everything is in the SIM platform. Some of the hard questions you will have to do some investigation, maybe go and collect some intelligence from reports out there, or malware samples on VirusTotal, or collect information, by Googling stuff in general.
Pivot to other sources, OSINT,
Exactly.
etc.
But you will only need a browser. And, now we have CyberSecurity as well. So if you want to decode the payload as well for a question that asks you to do that, you can just go in CyberSecurity and you can do everything there. But yeah, this is what the Splunk platform looks like. And you can go ahead and search, for example. And let's go to an example query. Oh, forgot the password. Okay. So you can access the time frame in Splunk, but I just want to go and show you the network logs. A lot of the people have experience with endpoint logs, but when it comes to network logs, many people lack the skill of investigating Zik logs, for example, because you don't find them very often in environments. And we try to, for the cases that we have available, we try to have those logs so people can see and play around and see what it looks like, see the different things that you can see with the Zik logs. We have Suricata logs as well, and people can query that too. But yeah, a lot of the challenges will require you to go and have a look on the network index, the network logs. Others, you will have to look into the memory, because we also have a memory index. And we also have a dashboard for memory.
And how did just for my own curiosity, how did you like collect the memory side and then push it into a SIM? Like, how does that kind of data structure look like?
Yeah. First of all, not all of the hosts, we don't have memory captures for all of the hosts. It's just whenever it was possible. So for the ones that we have, we dump memory, and we use memprocfs. We use memprocfs, and then we collect the timeline JSON file. And this is the timeline that you see here as well. So memprocfs basically provide us with the JSON file that we then upload to the SIM platform. And yeah, with memory, you have different types of logs that you can search. Some of the answers might require you to do that in here, but yeah, in general, you have 4 hours in the CTF, 4 hours to go through and answer 28 questions. I hope some of the questions rely upon others as well. So it will ask you, for example, the 18.1 will ask you about the 18 and stuff like that. But yeah, we try to make it interesting and fun.
Quick question, maybe two, but the first one is, it's not a team CTF, right? This is an individualized goal.
Yeah, this is a individual CTF. We're planning to do a team CTF in the future. Maybe the next one will be a team CTF.
That's cool.
Yeah, based on that, a lot of the, because we have this service, this CTF service, as a we call it like private CTFs, where organizations come to us and they say, we want to organize an event, and we want to have 50, 100, 500, 1,000 participants, and the event should run for this amount of time, and we want you to either facilitate it, or at the end of the event, go through the answers for us, and things like that. But they can also choose whether to have it as a team event, so everybody is collaborating with each other and make it a more of a collaborative effort and a teamwork. And that would be a good technical tabletop exercise as well. But others want to assess the skills of their analyst, and they do an independent CTF.
Mhm.
And we can then provide them with statistical data, and they can track it over time to see how they have improved, in which areas they need work, because every challenge is tagged with the MITA technique, the MITA tactic, sorry. And you can see, okay, this person is doing well in initial access and persistence, but they are having a little bit of a difficulty identifying lateral movement. Maybe we can focus some training materials for that person around lateral movement, for example. And but yeah, you can do a team exercise as well and make it as an event, and people can separate themselves into 3 to 5 groups, or even it could be just one group, and cooperate.
What another curiosity question. Is there a particular lab that has, like, it's a really large environment with just like an enormous amount of data?
Yeah, we have okay. We have one of the cases. This case, for example, this is a hard case, and those hard cases, we have private reports. We call them threat briefs at the moment, and people that are enterprise subscribers have access to those threat briefs, and they have also access to the IOCs that come with them, and the detection rules, or it depends of the service that they have subscribed, but they usually, enterprise customers have access to those threat briefs, and they can see the report. But this case, first of all, because it's not available publicly, and someone that doesn't have a report might have a little bit more difficult time to go ahead and answer all the questions.
Mhm.
But also, this is a big case that involves 5, 6, 7, I think, different hosts that are really a lot of action on those hosts. Maybe other hosts are involved as well, but threat actors might have concentrated on those, on establishing their objectives, whether this is stealing information or deploying ransomware, etc. But this case, I remember, has a ton of logs, and there are other cases like that, especially hard cases. And this is one of the requirements. What makes a case hard is the amount of data, and hosts affected, and the questions that we create. But yeah, some of them are just enormous as well.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I think I was telling you the other day, I was like, these are kind of like the things where when you're just getting started in InfoSec that you really wish you had. Back in the day, it was like building VMs and having big environments, having a big old desktop under your desk to run 2 VMs and stuff. And
yeah, exactly. Many
nice.
people say, okay, I want to create a lab, and I don't, it will take time for me to create a lab, but my main goal is to investigate, to get these investigative skills, and to get to go through logs. And I don't have the time to set everything up. I don't have the budget to do it in, or whatever the reason is. You can just jump ahead. You don't have to do the questions. You don't have to do anything. You can just go through the logs, see what happened, see if you can identify any activity. Use this lab as a detection engineering training as well, or threat hunting training. There are so many different use cases, and yeah, I wish I had that when I was starting. But yeah, people will get 5 people will get coupons for participating in this Saturday's CTF, and yeah, thank you very much for
My last thing is the wanting to become a report analyst. Tell us a little bit about that. That sounds very exciting.
Yeah, and this is one of the ways that we always use to assess the analysts that new people that want to join the team. Of course, you have to be able to analyze an intrusion, and you don't have to be an expert, but you have to know your way a little bit around your data sources, because you get to be to do a lot of independent work. You are left alone to work with this intrusion, identify the IOCs, note down how the threat actors got into access or whatever that is, persistence, privilege escalation, whatever. And then you get to publish a report on that. The report should be educational and to guide the users to what happened exactly, and defenders on what can they do to protect themselves, detect things, etc. So this is a perfect opportunity to use those labs to do that. So this is why we think it's a good exercise for people to go through. And if you think you can easily go through, not easily, but if you think that you can investigate such a case in 4 hours and maybe write a report afterwards, we would love to have you in the team, because you're probably we will need your help in putting those cases out there.
Yes, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's like an interview kind of question, right? But it's very practical. This is what we do every day. You get to investigate, and then you get to provide a report, and this is what you will be doing. But yeah, this is a good way to assess people.
Yeah, absolutely. That is awesome. I think Paul had the dip. But yeah, so we're at the top of our minutes. I have a few people who engaged with our content. So I think the first person who truly raised his hand was, I don't know if I can share the screen. Can I share? Oh yeah, I can share my screen. Let me see. It was Marco. His name is Marco. He was the only one who raised his hand. So thank you, Marco. I'll send it to you. Or do you want me to send him? Or do you want to send him? Doesn't matter.
No, you send it.
Okay.
We will provide you with a coupon, and thank you very much for willing to provide those coupons to your viewers. And
yes.
Yeah, let's see if let's see how many people are interested. I hope we at least have 5 people that we can just give away.
Yes. I mean, I have 3 people who liked the tweet, so I'm looking at them. But I don't know if that means that just because they liked it, if they're actually watching.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's whoever wants it, and whoever is replying first, or whatever your criteria is, we can give it to them.
Yes.
But yeah.
We got one, our friend Ryan here is looking forward to it. So that's exciting. Ryan, did you already have a ticket? Let's see if he responds, see if he's still around.
Yeah.
Probably already left.
But yeah, thank you very much, Mike, for giving me the opportunity to show this to people.
Of course, thank you. There was a lot more to it than I thought. But I'm also excited. I think I don't have time this weekend to join the CTF, but I definitely have time for a lab or 2. So check it out. They look really fun.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
You got it, John. John, Mr. John, we will get that to you as well. All right, we got 2 people. See?
All right.
They're lining up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kostas.
It's now that I finished talking, you know, people are coming.
Yeah.
But-
Always at
Coincidence, no?
the end. Oh, so funny. But
All right.
cool. I'll keep
Okay.
you posted. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks, Mike.
Of course. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully, you get more analysts on the panel.
Thanks.
Talk to you later. All right. Thank you, everybody.